I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Gurley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And now off to the races. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Raider defense delivers a score. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
First down, here's Cousins. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Colts.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good edge scheme going.
Early with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this will be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Mostert. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep, Julian Edelman. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next score, Raiders 14, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. That is into the end zone. It's a fumble return from 6 and a Raider touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now this one complete on the slant route, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down.
Rodgers now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the second down throw on target. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, now throw with Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Good for a
5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Rodgers now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Intercepted. He could have picked it. Maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Wide receivers.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second down at 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers dancing to his left. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Cousins now. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running...
And a 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. P.J. Williams with a pick. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they got decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let them get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Third down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jack Ryan. And they bring this one back to the 29. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. This is Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
There's Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Colts, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Cousins. Trying for it again. This time he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A first down throw for Cousins. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Washington.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A gain of.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Madison. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alexander Madison, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. On that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
He'll drop this underneath to Gurley.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the